This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado, 1xBet and Victorinox.
Sarah Fu Ryland out there. She will face the first ball. She's joined out there by Sanna Loika. As we get the game going here in the T20Is, it'll be Alina Aslam to get us underway with the ball. I hope you've got two screens, because alongside these T20I action, we've got series over in Madrid. But wow, what a delivery that is from Ramya Imadi with this reverse camera angle. You actually saw the swing on that, and she gives a big thumbs up. I don't know if that's to her teammate or to the camera, either way. And wow, that's a brilliant start for Norway. Take a look at this on replay. She's got this lovely natural outswing. Look at that. It pitched more or less, I'd say, outside leg stump. And by the time it's shaped, it hit the top of off stump. More or less the perfect delivery for an outswing bowler. That one's just been hit away by Sakira. So she gets her first boundary of the innings. Just a bit too short there from Alina Aslam. And Sakira's not going to miss out on that one, as she just pivots away to hit that one for 4 runs. As that one will certainly be a wide. And again, the chase is on for Rautela. This time I think the Grizzly will win as that rolls away. Well, she's a friend of the European Cricket Network. Wow, that's a great delivery again by Imadi, and a cheeky grin on her face as she knows she's hit the spot there and bowled Gabby Sakira, the dangerous Gabby, who, oh, she scored so many runs in the ECIs. She was only managing 7 this morning before Imadi with that brilliant outswinger just yorks her, and Sakira didn't quite get her bat down in time. Sees her. That one's just been helped around the corner by Captain Sarah. She'll pick up the 4 runs there to get the ball through to the keeper. But that time she chips it straight back, and well, the commentator's curse is alive and well on this Monday morning, as Di Figueiredo, it was a low full toss by Paridi Agrawal, but Jade was only able to just chip it back to the bowler, and well, there is her 22nd T20I wicket. As a smart piece of bowling and fielding, and well, that ball came back at her quickly. You could see the fact that her head almost snapped back when it came to her, but she managed to hold on, and that's the 3rd wicket down. Oh, it's been a great story so far. That will be called a no ball. Just caused a bit of moisture on the outfield. So that one's been hit firmly away by Kiona Sakira. It was a full toss, I think, probably just about dipping enough. That's what umpire Crute signals there. But Sakira just leaned into that one and hit it over mid-wicket for 4. That's her first 4. Yeah. To get to 120, but, well, trouble's afoot here for Portugal, and that might actually put the expected score down a bit, as, well, it's the captain, Sarah Fu Ryland, who has to depart. And how many times do we see that the drinks break brings about a wicket? It's Alina Aslam who's come back in, and that one just goes straight through the gate, takes the top of leg stump. As that one's edged away, chases on. I think the ball will win. It does, despite the efforts of Anushka Gorad. Brought many Portuguese citizens back, and well, there you go. So I'm giving you a little history. Kamari does in fact pick up her 2nd ever wicket in T20Is, and you can see how much that means to her, as that one goes straight through the defences. Lovely flighted delivery, and just clips the top of off stump once again. Other players in this Portuguese side, and well, that's another wicket there. This time it's Paradi Agrawal who picks up her 2nd wicket. It just goes through the defences of Bianca Maximo, who has to depart for a 2nd ball duck. It's been a great few overs for Norway, picking up wickets and stopping the boundaries. This one, the left arm round action does it, and well, it's just a fuller pitch delivery, goes straight through the defences of Maximo. And You can see, yeah, just about Yorks herself. Stumps players ahead of her. They've both picked up wickets in the all-time ranking for Norway, and was an appeal here, and it's given. And it was a long deliberation there by umpire Andy. And well, it kind of hit the hip there of Mariam Wasim as we take a look at this on replay. As yeah, it was certainly hitting. Absolutely no doubt about that. In these T20Is. No reviews available. Catch is called and it is taken. That's 2 and 2 as Afshin Ahmed comes in to bat but has to depart first ball. And Mirab Razwan picks up her second wicket. And it's Portugal now 8 down, 87 for 8. As Ahmed on that occasion makes contact with the ball but is only able to push it up in the air. It's a nice delivery from Razwan, gives it flight. And that's what forces the batter into a bit of a full shot there early on it. And in terms of their bowling accuracy, their experience, as that one is hit firmly away to the leg side. It's going to race away to the boundary. It does go all the way. Despite could actually go all the way as it's a chase on there for Lopamudra Sahu, but the ball wins. And that, she's staying in the crease there. They will be able to run through, and in fact it might go all the way. The big chase is on, and the Grizzly will win. And these are valuable runs. Well, it's a good recovery there from Imadi. Well, the previous ball went for 5 wides. I think she's a bit annoyed with herself as she just makes it her way back to the top of her mark. But that's the kind of ball we're used to her bowling. Just hitting the top of off stump. Former test player like Sarah Fu Ryland or a beginner, as this one is just knocked away for the first run. And in fact it will be the captain, Sarah Fu Ryland, who has the gloves, who will put on the long chase there. But Norway do manage to run through for 2, hitting the stumps directly from probably a good 40-50 metres. So that one flashes away. The chase is on here and the ball is going to win. And it's an unforgiving flight and dip on her bowling as that one's chipped in the air. It should be taken and is. And when there you have it, the first ever wicket for Portugal. And so Yisha Hassan who has to depart. Again, it's just that flight that deceives Hassan, and she's just a bit too early on the shot. A nice catch there. Sarah scored 24 runs before she was bowled by Alina Aslam. This one's in the air, it should be taken and is, and it's a brilliant catch by Mariam Wasim, who, well, she almost ran underneath that one. In the end had to throw up her arms for 11 off 11. You can see exactly what that means to the Portugal players. It's the second wicket for Gabi Sekira. This one just knocked up in the air, and it looked like Wasim had underran it and then manages to backpedal. Was taken down. When they bowled straight, it was deathly accurate, and that's a single taken, but in fact it's a suicidal single as it's the dead-eye throw that comes in from the covers and throws down the stumps. And what an excellent piece of fielding that is. It was a great ball by Maximo. There was almost a half chance of a catch, but that one-handed pickup, and here we go, ball comes in, almost takes Bianca Maximo's head off, but they're all invaluable. That's a great delivery though from Bianca Maximo, and what a comeback, what a celebration as well. That was just pure relief and delight, and this is exactly what this cricket is all about, just having these moments. And Jade maybe just speaking to her, say, just calm down, you've got this. Reckon on 2 or 3 extras, but that one's been taken. It's no ball called though on field. And yeah, despite the celebrations, I'm not being hoodwinked on this occasion. That one is given a no ball, but they're going to check again, I think. Well, I think umpire Andy called the no ball here. Let's take a look at the side on. Well, in fact, I think it has been given now. Let's take a look at this again. I'm keeping one eye on the action out there, one eye on the screen, just to see where that one landed. Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, it just hits the top of her bat, and that's what makes it quite a difficult call, because it pops off the top of the bat before it lands near her waist. It looks like it has been given out on this occasion, so the one thing Portugal will be targeting is the wickets. As that one's been called a no ball on field, and it's going to run all the way as well. Well, that's the kind of thing you want the cameras to pick up, because that's a brilliant delivery there to start, or to end the 7th over. It's Ishrit Chima who went around the stumps on that occasion, and just the angle did for Alina Aslam. It just cut across her, went straight through the gate, top of leg stump. Just gets a bit of glove on that, does Rautela, and it'll run away to the boundary. It might even go all the way. It does, despite with just a couple more wickets for Portugal, and I think they'd be really in the driver's seat, as we've got a chance here, a direct hit, and there you go. Absolute dead-eye throw once again, and that will be given out. Just as I said, Portugal need a wicket. There you go, and it's short cover area, and just turns and fires down the stumps. And what a piece of fielding that was. As we take a look again, it was hit into the offside by Rautela, and I mean, she was jogging through, probably thought she was safe, but Jade just turned. Golden arm Jade turns, and well, is out by a long way. It's just whether they can keep hold of their wickets, or when they can't on this occasion, and that's gone straight through the gate. And Ishrit Chima, she picks up her 3rd wicket on her T20I debut, and it's that of Nayab Razwan, who has to depart for 7. She was out there for 16 deliveries, was putting on a nice little stand, making sure that she was there to cash in on any extras, but in this case, well, that was a beautiful delivery straight through the gate and to the top of middle and off stump. And an excellent ball by Chima, and that's the 7th wicket to fall for Norway. 79 for 7 was as we go into the 16th, and that's exactly what Portugal needed. And guess who? It's Golden Arm Jade who comes up with the goods once more. She comes back into the attack and immediately into the wickets to find the top of middle stump. Yeah, it was a back and defence tactic there by the batter, but Nayab Razwan, the captain, didn't quite get the line right on that occasion. She has to depart for 4 off 11. This one's chipped up in the air, and it will be the wicket. And it's the catch taken there in the covers, and delight all round for Portugal as well. It could have only been one player to take that catch, and that's Jade de Figueiredo. What a game she's had, and what a story for Portugal as they win their first ever T20I at their first attempt, as Norway are bowled out for 93. So Portugal win in the end.